Okay.
Hi, aloha. Aloha. This is the project site. This is the Kalanianaole Hall building in Molokai. It's a historic building. It's a community center, and it is in distress right now. And the project involves rehabilitating the building. We will have a walkthrough of all the repairs and the condition of the existing building right now. One of the main items that needs to be replaced on this building is the roof. The roof will be taken off. I mean, roof sheeting, which is wood shakes, uh, and will be replaced with the similar roof, with a similar roofing. So we will go start walking around the building now. The other main item in this repair is the removal and replacing the floor sheeting in the entire building, especially in the main hall. So this is the exterior of the building. It has wood siding. It's a single wall construction, most of it. You can see that the front entrance, the floor sheeting is decaying and has a lot of wood rot. So this will be replaced. This is the main entrance of the building. So we will walk the exterior first, and then we will come back and go inside the building. So the exterior, we have the siding that is decaying. You can see over here. Um, these have been called out on the drawings. We may have missed something, so whatever additional stuff that is found during construction will also need to be repaired, and it will be covered under contingencies. So you can see again over here, there is decay on the side, on the siding. This is the exterior of the building. Now all the exterior will be repainted. And there is this trellis at the bottom. It is damaged in certain areas, and this will have to be repaired in those areas. Has been called out on the drawing. All the wood trim will have to be cleaned and painted, and where we have wood rot or damage, it will have to be repaired. Especially some of the screens on these windows, they are in bad shape, and they will have to be removed and replaced or refurbished. Another item that needs to be checked is this sewer pipe that comes out of the building, and it is hooked up to the septic tank, which is right over here someplace. So this pipe will have to be exposed and repaired or replaced for the section that needs to be replaced. We don't know. DHHL will be engaging their own people to expose the pipe. Uh, it may happen before you guys bid, or it may happen after. Richard, you want to chime in on that? When do you think you will expose it? And you can let them know, or they can just bid on replacing the entire length for now.
I could check on it. Hopefully they can go out Monday or Tuesday of next week to expose the pipe, and then we'll see. We can make it part of the addendum.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So this is close towards the back. This deck in the back is in good shape. You're not doing anything except we'll be painting the railing on this deck. This entire wall on the building is in a bad shape, and it's from this corner right up to where the trim is in the middle. All of this siding will have to be replaced. We have this clean out that needs to be fixed. Then we have you can see that the roof in the back, there is a section of the roof that is missing, actually. It's been blown off. But we didn't see any damage to the ceiling on the inside from the rainwater, but I'm assuming it's ponding on top of the ceiling somehow. So we may have to replace that section of the ceiling. This is again all the exterior. I forgot to mention that this little room that is projecting from the main hall is called the coffin room. And this side of the coffin room is all, the siding is all eaten up. So a fair amount of this wall will be replaced. It's on the drawings. Again, this door will need to be replaced or refinished because it's not operable, is it? Looks like it's sealed. Does this door need to be operable, Richard, or is this is just a blind door? Hello, Richard. Yeah. Hello. This is all the exterior.
Sorry, he's coming on.
Can you hear me?
I'm so
Kehal?
sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. There's a door. You know the coffin room door.
Yes.
On the exterior door is, it seems like it's nailed in or something. It doesn't operate, does it?
Yeah, I think it did at one time. I think we're going to have to make it operable. We might have to replace that door.
But you know, there's a big drop outside of it. Really, it's I guess.
That's so, I think when they carry the coffin in, maybe
Yeah.
they bring it in from the back side, and that's why it's more like ground level, so they can just slide it in.
Okay. All right. So that's the what I was talking about. The lattice structure at the bottom is damaged in certain places. It will be fixed. We have some damage to these tails of these jack rafters or the roof framing that will need to be repaired. There's some wood rot or decay on them.
Mhm.
And now we will go to the interior of the building. You know, all these light fixtures that we have on the existing building, they are okay. They will need to be cleaned and refurbished and reinstalled. So this floor sheathing will be replaced. This is the main door. We will have to replace the threshold on this. And you know, this has to be refinished, this door. Replace all the hardware, the hinges and the lock set with an existing to match existing. And so is this door. It will have to be refurbished and replace all the hardware on it. These this thing will have to be refurbished also, cleaned and pre-painted. This little window in the wall on both sides. Now we are on the inside. This is the main hall of the community center. This is the main hall. The bathrooms are in that corner over there behind that wall. So we will, and that in that corner is the coffin room, what they call. We'll start with the coffin room. Again, the door to the coffin room will need to have new hardware. We have to remove this makeshift lock on this thing. And this is the interior. We have to replace the flooring in this room. You can see the condition of the floor sheeting also in the main hall. So the entire main hall will have new floor sheeting. It has to be taken out and replaced. Um, the ceiling in the coffin room, half of it has to be replaced. You can see beyond the light, there is some damage, water damage, so it has to be replaced. The rest of the ceiling is okay, only half of it is off. This is the interior wall. All the stuff, by the way, piled inside the room will be removed by DHHL's people or their organization, whoever they have assigned it to. Before you start, all of this will be cleaned up. All the chairs and loose furniture that you see in here will be removed. This wall over here has a lot of damage. So I mentioned earlier from outside that most of it will have to be replaced, the siding. The back door, the framing in the corner has damage in the top. This will need to be either replaced, or if it can be repaired in place, we'll repair it in place. Most probably it will be replaced. This is the door, back door. This is locked. This is just a fake door, Richard. So this is also falling apart. So, and this is just a fiber board. So this will have to be replaced with a better panels over here that are not damaged by moisture. And then we have the left side over here. We have a window pane that's broken that will have to be replaced. These windows will have to be made operable, clean them up, and whatever needs to be done so they can be operated. This side of the wall has some damage. You can see in the bottom. So some of these panels will have to be replaced. It seems like there was some repair work done earlier because some of the panels are kind of different. These panels are these panels are like 5 inches wide, and the others are similar width, 5 inches, but they have a groove in the middle. So some panels have grooves, some don't. They may not have been able to find the ones with the groove to match the existing. So I guess they just put in what they could match as close as possible. I think from the exterior, it still matches. It's the same thing. And I guess that's what mattered because this is a historic structure. They didn't want to lose look from the outside. So now in the main hall, the ceiling is in good shape, except in a few places where we think we have water damage. And in some areas in that corner, we'll walk by them in a minute. Then we have, let's go over the flooring first. You can see there's a lot of damage over here. In different places. And we have a lot of signs of termite droppings all over. And there again, so we have elected to remove and replace the flooring. These boards are roughly 1 inch thick, about 1 inch thick by 3¼ inches wide, 1 by 3¼ inches. Yeah, it's 1 inch thick and it's TNG. Again, there's a lot of going to the siding. There's a lot of damage that I mentioned earlier to the siding, and all these panels that are damaged will have to be replaced. Again, you can see that this panel does not have a groove on the inside, so I guess these are 5 inches wide. So I guess we can replace them with something similar that might be a more newer material. This was done in 2005 or 2008. Then these are the windows over here. The windows need to be made operable. Again, these are double hung windows. The screens, you can see that on the outside, the framing on the screen is in a bad shape. So we'll have to either make a new framing for the screen, or fix the ones that are deteriorating. The vertical members seem okay. It's the bottom member that is damaged on most of these screens. So they will be cleaned and painted. And the windows need to be adjusted and made operable. So that goes for all of these windows that are inside on this room. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of the stuff that you see over here that's hanging on the walls or inside these cupboards will be removed prior to start of construction by DHHL. We come to the doors. These doors have to be refurbished, cleaned and painted, replace all the hardware, including the door closures. And they will need a thorough cleaning on the outside and a coat of some good quality paint to protect it. You can see right now it's in a bad shape. You can see the screen on the windows, so the screen framing is also in a bad shape. Again, these light fixtures will need to be removed and cleaned and reinstalled. So then inside, this is the inside of the door, the main door. And when we're facing out to the right side is, I think they call it the utility room. Again, this is the inside of the utility room. These shelves will need to be removed. And do you want these reinstalled, Richard Keha?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, they will need to be reinstalled.
Okay, so remove and after replacing the flooring, have to be reinstalled. You have to fix the siding. You can see some of has cracks. And there is a little bit of ceiling that needs to be fixed over here, right at the top, where the light fixture is hanging down. You can see there's a crack in that plate that they put up, so that needs to be fixed. And they have a panel over here. The panel was it looks the existing panel is all right. And then we go into the next room. What do they call this room? There's a name for this room. It's called the pantry. Yeah, this is the pantry area. Again, same thing. We will have to remove all of this shelving and reinstall them and reuse this sink. It's a stainless steel sink. It can be cleaned and replaced. I think the faucet will have to be replaced. Everything else that is movable will be removed. The ceiling in this room is okay. And we have some damage over here on the wood, termite damage that will need to be fixed in place or replaced. I think it can be just puttied and cleaned and sanded and repainted. Should be okay. All of this thing will be removed. The items inside the shelves will be removed. And then we go to the bathrooms. This is the men's bathroom over here. I think this door is kind of sticky and will need to be fixed. Other than that, the hardware is okay on the door. And if you're going to replace the hardware all over the building, we might just replace it with the matching hardware for this door too. The partitions are okay. The flooring will need to be replaced. This has to be taken out and put new flooring in. And then the toilet fixture and the urinal will need to be replaced. All the grab bars and the toilet seat dispenser. And the sink looks okay. It can be cleaned in place and replace the uh, the faucet. And then replace the paper dispenser, the paper towel dispenser, and the soap dispenser. And we also have a jealousy slat that is broken that will need to be replaced over here. Other than that, the ceiling fixtures are okay. They just need to be cleaned and reinstalled. And so is this fixtures on top of the bathroom, the sink. The paint and ceiling, other than that, is in good shape. So there's nothing else that needs to be done except we'll power wash the tiles inside this bathroom. There's a lot of dirt piled up everywhere. So, and we go to the women's room. The women's room door is okay. Same thing with the hardware. If you're going to change the hardware, we may add something that matches everything else. We need to do that. We need to change the flooring in this room, change the toilet bowls. There are two of them. Replace the grab bars. And then replace the faucet. This sink may need to be replaced. Seems like there is. No, it's all right. I think it's all right. I just need to replace the faucet. And again, replace the paper towel and the soap dispenser. The paint, again, the light fixtures need to be cleaned and reinstalled. The tires are okay. They need to be power washed. The paint is all right in this bathroom as well. I think the whole building, the building will be painted inside and outside. And I think that's about the scope of work for this building for now. We are expecting that there might be structural damage to the members in the roof, and there may be structural damage to the flooring members underneath this sheathing. And that is not part of this bid right now, but it may be handled through contingencies or however DHHL deems it appropriate. So with that, Richard, I'll just and Keha, I will hand over this thing to you guys to close up. Over here, there's another thing that I forgot. There is this top rim member over there that needs to be replaced. It seems like it has a lot of termite damage. And this section of the ceiling might also have to be replaced once we touch that area. So there is definitely a question in mind that when you redo the roofing, um, right now there is no felt paper underneath the roofing that was not installed earlier on for some reason, which is not the proper way of installing it. So I'm not so sure when you re-roof whether the ceiling will get damaged and may have to be replaced. So we need your input back on that. So with that, Keha and Richard, you want to take over? I'm done with the walkthrough.
Thank you, Arthur. That was a terrific walkthrough. There's nothing else. We'll just close out this meeting at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.